Nick, obviously a disappointing afternoon. Just sum up those 90 minutes.
It's really tough to put into words just now. Yeah, really difficult. Really hurting a lot just now, and so's the rest of the group of players in the dressing room right now. It's a real tough one to take. But yeah, I just think that it was one of those days that we just didn't look like we were ever going to score. But we're really disappointed with how we conceded that goal as well, because we really set high standards in the way we defend the box, and we've just allowed a cross into the box in a transition moment, and we've conceded. Could you say that if we keep it 0-0 there's maybe more of a chance? No sure. I think it was just one of those days that we just didn't look like we were going to score, but I can't fault anybody's effort. I think everybody did their part to try and make something happen, but it was just one of those days, like I keep saying, and you have to congratulate Hibs because they've probably been the most consistent all season.
Yeah, was it just a case of Hibs took their moment and perhaps you didn't?
I think it is probably one of those. I think they've defended their box really well. They've put limbs everywhere. They've made blocks, and then they've hurt us on transition. We've switched off for that split second, and that's all it takes in a game. We said that at half time. It will take one moment to score, but we've not done that, and that's the really disappointing thing. And like I keep saying, there is a lot of hurt in the dressing room right now, because that's another title that we've let go, and we were so close this year. We put ourselves in a great position to take it to the final day, but we've just not been cutthroat enough in front of goal.
Yeah, we know it's always fine margins in this league. Where do you think you fell short this season?
I think it's consistency. I think you look at how our season's gone, we've maybe slipped up a few more moments than we would have hoped. You look back at some of the results that we've had, and they've been nothing like us. Some of their performances have been nowhere near it from us. And we know that if you slip up in this league, it's going to come back and bite you. But like I said, that we put ourselves back in a position to take it back to the last day, but just wasn't enough and wasn't meant to be.
This point as well, obviously a strong Rangers support here today. I guess you want to pay their thanks to them to coming out.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a great turnout today at Ibrox, and we'll always thank the fans that come up, and even the ones that are there week in, week out at Broadwood. You can't forget those that turn up every week, but maybe the new fans that have came today, we really appreciate that support, and we really want to be playing more games at Ibrox to get that exposure and more fans. So hopefully we can go and do that again. But look, we've got to really bounce back, because we know that we've got a cup final next week, and that's a cup that we want to retain. We know it's going to be a tough game against Glasgow City, but we really need to make sure that we perk ourselves up and make sure that we end this season on a high.
Yeah, is that the positive, that you do have an opportunity to end the season on a high?
Yeah, I think it's one of those ones that, this is going to hurt for a long time, but I think when you're representing this club, you need to move on quickly, especially the fact that we've got another cup final on the way. So I know this group, I know the girls in there, they'll be hurting, but that's my job and everyone else's job in the leadership group to make sure that we stick together for one last time.